Hello, greetings from Booneri. Today's topic is the history of the Holocaust, which will be signed like this for your reference. What was the Holocaust? Watch ahead. The word Holocaust means destruction or slaughter on a mass scale. A large-scale mass destruction had happened between 1941 and 1945. That was the same time when World War II was going on. During that time, it was the murder of around 10 million people. From among those who were killed, the number of people from the Jewish community who were killed summed up to include 6 million. It was a massacre that included not just the men but also women and children who were executed in large numbers. What was the reason behind such a massacre? Take a look. During the Second World War, the Nazis from Germany sought to eliminate the entire Jewish community of Europe. Out of the 11 million European Jews, 6 million perished. Was it only the Jews that were targeted? No. Other targeted groups included the people with various disabilities and people who had been contained as prisoners of war were also on their list. They even held homosexuals and targeted them to execution, etc. Were the Nazis acting all alone in this? No. Countries such as Lithuania and Ukraine, which were occupied by the Nazis, too assisted them along with their allies in this massacre. In 1933, when Adolf Hitler took power, he declared and imposed restrictions. According to him, government jobs like teachers, professors, and other vacancies could no longer employ Jewish people. That was too harsh. Jewish houses, businesses were burnt, vandalized, and people were taken as prisoners for execution. It was complete dictatorship. Some of these new laws meant that schools would no longer take admission of children belonging to Jewish origin. No matter what the desire for education was, it was denied to them. Jewish children were not even allowed to have a bicycle to play. Life was miserable for them. How? Watch ahead. The persecution on those people was horrifying and tragic. People were murdered by death squads in mass shooting operations. They were held in remote concentration camps and forced to do labor as prisoners, where they were denied proper food and health care with absolutely no aid at all. Due to starvation, many died and their bodies were laying just beside the others who were alive and were forced to do labor. They even forced a lot of people inside chambers and locked them. This is where they released poisonous gases, causing the deaths of many by choking and suffocation. Later, in the year 1945, towards the end of the Second World War, when USA began advancing into these places, they found thousands of dead bodies everywhere, inside rail trucks. They even found dead bodies sunk in deep water trenches, or even stuffed into furnaces. That sight was horrendous. Such tragic phase of history that was.